Hi, Amanda here, and I am so excited because today I'm going to talk to you about the container system that came with your program. So if you're doing the 21-day fix, 21-day fix extreme, hammer and chisel, 22-minute hardcore, Cize, Insanity Max 30, one of the newer programs, you will have received a meal plan guide as well as portion controlled containers. If for some reason you're using a program that does not come with this system and you're curious about more information about how to get a meal guide around the containers, we have something called Portion Fix, and that's something that if you just reach out to your coach or myself, we can let you know more about. But that said, with your challenge pack, you should have received a meal guide. This is the 22-minute hardcore one. This is hammer and chisel, but you should have received something that looks like this with your program. So make sure you pull that out, read it over. I remember when I first got my first challenge pack, I sat there and read from cover to cover at least 2 or 3 times, took notes, highlighted, and I've done that every program since because I like to be really prepared and plan ahead for greatest success. Also a busy mom, as I know several of you are, and it's really hard to leave things to chance because you just never know what's going to happen in a day. So today I'm going to talk to you about our containers, and I'm going to start with the green one because it's one of the biggest. So if you open to the corresponding page in your book, you'll see that green is for veggies. And what you do is you just fill this container as much as you possibly can while still being able to get the lid on it. And that's what you get. Don't let the container scare you. I remember when they first showed up, I thought, oh my goodness, I'm not going to be eating anything. They're so tiny, but they are really, really deceiving. Once you see the food all out on your plate, like, how am I going to eat all this? So just keep that in mind, that looks are deceiving. And then something else I want to point out is that certain veggies you're not going to be able to fit in here. So what you'll see in your book is like carrots. You can have 10 medium baby or 1 sliced carrot as your green. You'll also see, I want to say, tomatoes. So you can have them chopped, cherry, or 2 medium. So just knowing that not everything will fit in these containers, but always using your guide to pull from. I always keep my guide in my kitchen. When I have to go out, I put it in my purse so that I know what, if I'm eating out, I know what I can grab and what it's going to count as. But that's your veggies. So a good trick might be to fill this all up once or twice, put it on the plate as the base of a salad. Or I'm not a huge veggie person, so every morning I make sure that I stick spinach into my eggs so that I know my first meal of the day I'm definitely getting a veggie. I also try to sneak spinach or kale into my smoothies as well, into my Shakeology, because it's a great way to hide it without actually tasting the veggies. Definitely a hard point for me, so if you're like me, just give it a try sneaking it in a little bit. Roasted veggies are another great option, but the possibilities are really endless. It's just up to you to decide what you like best and what works best for your schedule. The next container we're going to talk about is the purple container. Same thing, you can fill it to the top of whatever your favorite fruits are, with the exception of bananas. So with a banana, you would eat a half a banana counts as 1 purple, or a kiwi, 2 medium count as 1 purple. You're not just going to slice it up and try to fill it up. And then an apple is, you can have it slices or 1 small. So just knowing to look at the guide to give you an example of exactly what to have when, what actually fits in, what needs to be cut or used in a different way. Just all things to keep in mind. I promise after a round or 2 of the 21-day fix or 2 challenge groups, you'll definitely get the hang of it, and it's going to be such second nature that you're going to wake up in the morning and think, okay, I get 4 red containers, 2 yellow containers, 1 blue, 1 orange, and know exactly how to fit it into your day. So the next one we're going to talk about is our red. The reds are our proteins. Definitely one of my favorite to get in each day. Again, not everything fits into the container. Shakeology, for example, 1 scoop counts as 1 red. Same thing with, doing different things. Trying to look for another example. Like you might measure out 6 ounces of chicken versus chopping it up and putting it into your cup. So just all things to keep in mind, that we're really working on learning what these portions look like both in and out of the containers too. And then next one is yellow are carbs. I know that this is a favorite of a lot of people. And something I want you to keep in mind when you look at the containers and you look at the lists of foods that you can choose from, they're really extensive lists. So you really should never feel deprived by the food choices on here. But something to keep in mind, especially if maybe you hit a plateau, is that the list goes from top to bottom in order of most clean to less clean. So at the top of the list, you'd see sweet potatoes, yams, quinoa. And then towards the bottom of the list, you find your bagels, English muffins, tortillas. Try not to have them daily. Make that more sparingly. But if it's something you enjoy, just know that it's on the list and it is an option. Next, we have our healthy fats, which are blue, and we have orange, which is our seeds and dressings. This is a really important one to make sure that you're fitting in every day. I know that for some people, they tell me, well, I don't like anything on the healthy fats list. Avocado is a great addition to your Shakeology, or unsweetened coconut flakes are a great addition. Cheese in limited portions is a completely awesome option to use. You can add it to the top of your salad, drizzle it onto some stuffed peppers. Really, again, the possibilities are up to you. It's just as creative or plain as you want to be. I know personally, as a family, we tend to do about the same 6 to 10 meals every single week. We just kind of rotate them over and over because that's what's easy, that's what's convenient for us, and it kind of takes a lot of the guesswork out of it. So just another thought. And then with those orange, the seeds and dressings, you can have raw nuts chopped, you can have flaxseed, you can have salad dressings, different things like that. There are a whole bunch of different salad dressings that you can make in here. Lots of great options to try. Just go through and be sure to read it and check out some of the fun recipes. And here's a great recipe for frittata. Just so many great options. Anyways, next thing I wanted to point out to you is if you are feeling stuck for ideas, don't forget to check out the files section. I've included a 2-week meal plan that covers the $1,500 to $1,799 bracket, and a 3-week meal plan that covers the $1,200 to $1,499 calorie bracket. So just something to keep in mind. There are all options there. You don't have to follow it to a T, but tons and tons of great recipes we've compiled for you. And then another thing to keep in mind is that regularly we will be sharing recipes, and we encourage you to do the same, because maybe you found something that you love and that really works for you, but somebody else is feeling stuck. So we really, really encourage participation. One other thing I want to point out, and you can ask your coach about this as well, but it's the Fixate Cookbook. This thing has been a lifesaver. I don't know if you can tell, but it is so beat up because I use it all the time. From salads to breakfast, to different lunch options, to dressings, to desserts. These delicious chocolate chip cookies the other day. And they all fit in with the fixed containers. So different size, things like that. So if you're ever looking for inspiration and you want to know how it can fit into your new lifestyle, check out the Fixate Cookbook. Again, just let your coach know or let me know, and I'll be sure to direct you to where you can find it. So I really hope this clears up some of the questions you may have had about your containers. And just let me know in the comments below if you have any questions at all, or if you've already found a favorite of yours that you'd like to share with the group. Thanks so much, and I really look forward to getting started next week.